short guide on diet to build muscle fast. So in this guide, short guide, I'm going to teach you how to build muscle as fast as possible through your diet. Let's get started. Of course, I've made this presentation on Canva, so it's really easier to convey my message. So carbs, fat, and protein, these are the three essential macronutrients that make up our diet. They can either be clean, shit, or processed. Now, the only way you can bulk, the only way you can build muscle is by bulking. And the only way you have to bulk is by eating healthy. Well, no shit, this video is about your diet. Of course, your diet has to be clean for your body to be clean and build good muscle. Okay. This video will show you the foods that are the best in terms of low volume, high calorie foods. So foods which are low in volume, like small in quantity, but high in volume, high in the calorie, high in the quality. All right. Carbs. People usually cut back on carbs, have a carnivore diet, or they just think carbs are bad. Well, carbs are not bad. They make up our muscles. They make up the muscle glycogen. The glucose in our body, it all comes from carbohydrates. Now, this is a list of the best carbohydrates, which are good in terms of low volume, high calorie. Rice, of course, every bodybuilder you ever know has consumed rice in his meal, in his daily meal. Even potatoes and pasta and oats. Even all these things, every bodybuilder consumes. Why? Because these are the best. In terms of pasta, you can either use white pasta or even wheat pasta, full grain or brown pasta, whatever pasta you want. I personally like brown pasta or just white pasta. Okay, rice. I never tried brown rice, or maybe I did, but I don't see a lot of people eat it, so it's not really the best, in my opinion. But maybe could must be good in nutrition. But this video is not about nutrition; it's about how to build muscle. These are just the things you need. The fruits which are good, like bananas and mangoes and like watermelons, grapes. These are very high in water content. So what do you call it? They are very high in volume, but very low in calories. You get me? And of course, whole grains. Of course, for oats, you got wheat, you got barley, you got what? All of these other grains. You know, we can make some chapatis out of it. You can either consume seeds of it. Depends, but just a little portion. Your entire meal shouldn't be made up of whole grains. Okay, now in vegetables, you need to consume vegetable like of course potato as a vegetable. Sweet potato is a nice one. All right, tomatoes and all stuff like that. And in fruits, avocados. You know, it's low volume, high calorie. This is the goal of this guide and the video. Moving on, fats. What are fats? Fats are lipids. Lipids are important for energy sources, for hormone production, just for our entire well-being. That's why there are three essential macronutrients that help our body. Oils, well, oils are the easiest to consume. Well, why is that? That's because, for example, I have chicken and rice. To add extra fat and extra calories, I add a tablespoon of olive oil. That's 122 calories there. You don't even feel the olive oil. The only thing that happens is the taste that becomes much, 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 much better. So nuts, almonds, Brazil nuts, cashews you got walnuts. Walnuts are amazing for brain health. All of these foods are amazing and micronutrients as well. Animal fat, of course, when you consume beef, when you have any other different kind of other meat, goat meat, either you have bison meat, all of them consume fat. Do not get the low fat cut of the meat. Just get the normal cut, consume the fat, and be healthy. And build muscle. Dairy, of course, milk, got Greek yogurt, we got normal yogurt, we got curd, we got cheese, cottage cheese. All of these things are made from dairy, and dairy is beautiful and consume in making your muscle. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He used to drink 2 glasses of milk with every single meal. Imagine. And look at his body. He's the best bodybuilder ever, ever. And fruits. of course, fruits contain a fat like avocados. They contain good good fats. Now moving on, we'll have proteins, which is of course everyone's favorite. But of course, there's a reason why it's everyone's favorite, because muscles are made up of proteins. But it's not just the only thing that builds muscle. And the best sources of proteins, which are low in volume and high in calories, is beef, chicken, fish, fishes like tilapia, mackerel, salmon, etc., eggs, testosterone, bombshells, of course, dairy again. And dairy will have whey protein as well, as you can see right here, and protein powder, of course, whey protein. Any meat, every meat contains protein. The best sources of protein and meat is a chicken breast, lean protein. You don't always want high fat, but my favorite meat is beef because it contains good amount of fat with proteins in it. And then fish is also amazing in fat. All right. The reason I'm talking so much about fat is because I see a lot of fitness influencers cut back on fats, and they say fats are bad, fats make you fat. Even in eggs, doctors told us that eggs are bad for us, the yolk of the egg, you know. Don't listen to doctors about general health. If you break an arm, go to the doctor. I heard Dana White say this just now. I was watching a video, and I completely agree with him. Just don't listen to these damn doctors, alright? Listen to what your body tells you, not to what your doctor tells you. Sure, doctors can be good in prescribing first glasses. I'm blind, so doctors help me in that. But in general health, I don't feel like doctors are the best ones in this. Water break there. Where was I? Yeah. Eggs, of course, eggs, you need to consume the entire egg. Dairy, we covered dairy just in the previous slide. Protein powder, kind of controversial in the fitness industry, the healthy fitness interest industry. And the only problem with protein powders is that people are dependent on them. They are a supplement, my brother or sister who is watching this video. These things, what people do around protein powders is that they make the entire diet up from protein. You get what I mean? They add protein into their smoothies, into glasses, into like, and because of that, their appetite is gone. As me, as a person who has time struggling, putting on weight with appetite, I wouldn't really drink protein powder more than a scoop a day, because then my appetite would be gone. That's why I get all of my protein from my diet, and that is what makes my body healthy with all the essential micronutrients. Come on, tell me, does egg contain more micronutrients or protein powder? Of course, eggs, man. Eggs are amazing in vitamins. The purpose of this video is just to show you guys how to bulk up. Bulk, it's just a fancy word for consuming more calories than what you burn. And when you do that, you build up weight. And that weight could be in fat or in muscle. That depends if you work hard enough and you go to the gym. Now, in the next slide, I will talk about all of these contained elements, or all of these fats, and then carbohydrates and proteins, and the meals that you can make from them. Yeah, meals that professional bodybuilders consume. I have seen Sebum, I have seen so many other bodybuilders, Ronnie Coleman, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dorian Yates, all of them have consumed this at certain point in their life, or I believe all of the time consume all of these things, especially meat with rice, chicken with rice. Of course, that's the stereotypical bodybuilder meal. Yeah, of course, it's the best. Meat with rice. It doesn't has to be chicken. It can also be beef, of course, my favorite. It could be turkey. It could be fish. It could be any other meat, duck meat, you got goat meat, you got camel meat, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like, eat that. Meat with potatoes, of course, substituting the rice with the potatoes, because I don't really like to have rice every single day. So I'll have rice for like 4 days a week, and the next days I'll have potatoes, and that way my diet is kind of, fun. And protein, high calorie shakes. That, of course, the protein high calorie shake I take. Yeah, adding oats, adding peanut butter, adding bananas, adding protein powders, adding good milk, and then we have rice with eggs. This is somewhat, I don't know, people don't try it at all, but this is, I feel like, the best way to consume eggs with rice. I hate eggs, okay? The only way I can eat eggs like straight up is just by a boiled egg, which is uh, it's hard to make. It's just a huge hassle. Scramble an egg up, don't make it too hard, not too cooked. Then put it with rice. You eat it, you don't even feel the eggs, and it's much better. And the best tip, this is like a hack. What do you call it? Bodybuilders do this. I do this. I saw results. So I'm gonna tell you. Of course, you can see it on your screen. Cover every single meal with olive oil, and I mean it. Every single meal with olive oil. This is the best way to have more fat in your diet and more calories in your diet. This is an easiest way to bulk. Just add olive oil to every single meal. Chicken and rice, you got 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Potato with meat, tablespoon of olive oil. High calorie protein shakes. When the protein shake is done, it's mixed up well. You add a tablespoon of olive oil, mix it around for like 5 seconds, and then pasta with minced meat. Add add the protein. I mean, add the olive oil in that. Every single meal, just add this. Following this advice will get you a great body. You know, I have just the proof for this. This is why you should listen to me. This bicep took many years to make, and by many years, I mean, like I started going to the gym, what, 1 year ago. Before that, I used to work out at home. Anyways, not getting sidetracked. This is the end of the video. Now, if you want videos like this, if you want free knowledge from someone who puts an effort into making these videos, not for views, not for subscribers, not for mass media viewers and all that shit, you need to follow me. And by following me, I'll get the motivation and the inspiration to make more guides like this, and eventually making full guides on how you can improve your life and get yourself better. Because this is a self improvement channel, and I will help you improve yourself. And guys, I love you. You better take care of yourself and follow every single advice I give you if you want a good body and you want to build muscle and you want to reach your goals in life.